Good evening. And I am so grateful to have my legislative colleagues here with me, Legislator Hill and Legislator Syracuse. And this presentation is regarding the move of First Niagara to Buffalo. It's deja vu all over again. The good people of Niagara County have once again been marginalized, forgotten, ignored, left out of the action, and left behind to figure it out and fend for ourselves. On September the 11th, 2009, I, like the rest of my legislative colleagues and the Western New York population, read in the Buffalo News in a story entitled, "First Niagara Move of Headquarters to Buffalo Seen as a Boost as 300 Jobs Keeps Pendleton Operation," that First Niagara, the city of Buffalo, the owners of the Larkin Building and Empire State Development, headed by Dennis Mullen, had arranged a secret plan that would locate the new First Niagara Bank headquarters in downtown Buffalo. According to the Buffalo News story, this plan was hatched months ago, kept secret, and was just sprung upon the county of Niagara on the morning of September 11th as the news hit the street. Shame on Mr. Mullen and Empire State Development. Shame on the city of Buffalo for helping to orchestrate this theft of corporate offices as well as good-paying corporate jobs. First Niagara's CEO, John Comel, told the news, and I quote, "We think this is the right time and the right place. Who cares where the CEO sits? This is about new jobs," end of quote. Shouldn't the Niagara County lawmakers and the citizens of Niagara County care about where these jobs are located and, at the end of it all, where the CEO sits? Shouldn't we be greatly concerned that we were never given the opportunity to provide a counteroffer to the Buffalo plan, since we were never given the opportunity to provide the initial offer? Did everyone forget that Lockport Savings Bank, the genesis for First Niagara, started right here in Niagara County, or the seat, the city of Lockport? Well, I have news for you. We care. We care in Niagara County about where the CEO sits. This is about new jobs. You're darn right, this is about new jobs that should have stayed right here in Niagara County. We care that 300 of the highest paying jobs of First Niagara Bank will not be located in Niagara County. We care that Niagara County has the 6th highest unemployment rate in the state at a whopping 9.3%, and that the loss of 300 high-paying executive jobs have been lost, not to an out-of-state competitor, but to our neighboring county. We care that those 300 new jobs could have made a difference in our county's employment fortunes. We care that First Niagara Bank, a banking institution in Niagara County for the past 139 years, did not discuss with our economic development team the need to expand or give our economic development team an opportunity to make the case for keeping its corporate headquarters right here in Niagara County. We care that Empire State Development, an agency that is supposed to be a partner with Niagara County and every other county in the state, by seeking out companies to relocate or to establish a presence in New York State, bringing jobs from the outside of New York into New York, has failed in its mission by relocating corporate headquarters from one county to a neighboring county, all in the guise of economic development. We care in Niagara County so much that the resolution that I am proposing requests that our state legislature and governor require that there be more transparency and accountability given to all municipalities throughout the state of New York when dealing with Empire State Development, so that this incident will never, ever happen again, and that no other municipality be blindsided like we have been here in Niagara County. Having said that, I am not so naive as to fail to see the fact that Buffalo is a larger community, and that First Niagara's board apparently believes that better things will happen if they are in the middle of it all. That is, if you consider downtown Buffalo to be the very middle of it all when it comes to the business world. But what is extremely hard to accept is the fact that Niagara County was not given an opportunity to make an offer, but instead we were ignored, we were stepped over, and we were given absolutely no respect. And to make matters all the more cutting, it was all orchestrated through the Empire State Development Agency. an agency charged with bringing new life to the state, especially to Western New York. With friends like this, Niagara County doesn't need enemies as it struggles to climb out from under these economic times. How will we be able to trust Empire State Development in the future when Empire State Development has demonstrated a troubling capacity to keep this corporate move a secret for months, a secret that has cost Niagara County 300 good-paying jobs and has made us look like the proverbial last person who fails to get it as everyone else around us learns of the secret before we do? It's embarrassing, but it's also a bitter reminder, as if we should need another reminder as to where Niagara County fits into the overall plans of New York State. It appears that Niagara County will forever take the back seat to the business interests in Buffalo. And as such, we will forever be taking the scraps from the table, the leftovers from the big dog's plate, and we will be told to sit down, be quiet, and just be glad we're even allowed in the same room with the so-called shakers and movers. Never mind that Niagara Falls, by extension the County of Niagara, is the second most famous address in New York State, second only to New York City. Never mind that the word Niagara is clearly identifiable right across the globe. If you're a corporation and you want a business address that is known on all continents, you would logically want the mailing address of Niagara County, if not Niagara Falls. My goodness, the word Niagara is right there in your corporate name, First Niagara. However, if you are a company and if you're being wined and dined by the mayor of the much larger local city, along with the chief of the state of the Economic Development Office, it's not hard to see why First Niagara decided to make this move. After all, the state gave First Niagara a $1.3 million grant of our tax dollars to abandon Niagara County for so-called greener pastures, and making this pill all the more bitter to swallow. And this is the fact that the cookie Empire State Development gave First Niagara was baked with our own tax dollars. The joke is on us. At the end of the day, we have to ask, how could Empire State Development officials allow this to happen? And more specifically, how could they in good conscience orchestrate this plan all in the name of economic development for Western New York? I would like to thank my legislative colleagues for unanimously approving my resolution that will go to the state, our state legislative delegation, as well as to the governor and to Dennis Mullen of Empire State Development. And I do hope that this will never, ever happen again. It's an atrocity, and it needs to stop right now. Thank you.
Congratulations. Thank you.
Thank you.